In the heart of Bavaria, nestled in the shadows of the dense, foreboding forests, lies a tale steeped in mystery and blood. It is a story that whispers through the trees and lingers in the dark corners of the night, a story of terror that unfolds under the pale glow of the moon. What was once a peaceful farm, home to the Gruber family, became the site of a chilling massacre where fear crept in like a thief and silenced innocent lives. As strange occurrences unfolded and paranoia took root, the chilling question remained: who or what was watching them from the darkness? With every heartbeat, the suspense thickens, leading us down a path where shadows whisper secrets and the air is heavy with dread. The night is alive with unanswered questions and unseen horrors, beckoning the brave and the foolish alike to discover what truly happened within those haunted walls. And as we delve into this haunting tale, remember, once you hear it, you may never look at the dark the same way again. And this is how the story goes. In the icy, isolated farmlands of Bavaria, Germany, a chilling tale has haunted the region for over a century. This is the story of the Hinterkaifeck murders, a dark mystery woven into the fabric of rural folklore, filled with fear, betrayal, and the unknown. A tale that continues to send shivers down the spines of those who dare to hear it. It was March 1922, and the winds howled across the snowy expanse surrounding Hinterkaifeck Farm, where the Gruber family lived a life marked by hard work and isolation. The family consisted of Andreas Gruber, the stern patriarch, his wife, Cecilia, a quiet woman who often kept to herself, their daughter Victoria, burdened by secrets, and her two young children, whom she raised with a mix of love and fear. They were also joined by Maria Baumgartner, the new maid who had arrived just days before the tragedy. Life on the farm was not easy. The Grubers toiled daily, their lives defined by the unforgiving nature that surrounded them. However, something was amiss. In the days leading up to the horrific events, Andreas began to notice strange occurrences that filled him with dread. One morning, he discovered a set of footprints in the freshly fallen snow. They led from the dense, dark forest that bordered their property directly to the farmhouse. But there were no tracks leading back. The feeling of unease began to settle over the Gruber family. Each night, unsettling noises echoed through the home. Footsteps from the attic, whispers in the dark, and a palpable sense of being watched. Andreas confided in a neighbor, expressing his fears about someone lurking nearby. But the neighbor dismissed his concerns, believing it to be nothing more than an overactive imagination. Little did they know that evil was already at their doorstep. On March 31st, Maria Baumgartner, the new maid, arrived with a sense of hope and excitement, ready to start her new job. She had heard whispers about the previous maid, who fled the farm in terror, claiming it was haunted, but she laughed off the old tales, thinking them mere superstitions. However, as the night fell, an unsettling chill enveloped the farmhouse. The darkness seemed alive, whispering secrets and promises of dread. As night deepened, the atmosphere grew heavier, filled with an invisible weight. The family settled into their nightly routine, unaware of the horrors that awaited them. The sounds grew louder, the creaking of floorboards, the rustle of hay in the barn, as if the house itself held its breath in anticipation of what was to come. On that fateful night, the Gruber family ventured outside, drawn by an unknown force to the barn, an invitation to a night of bloodshed. The stillness of the night shattered as they stepped into the frigid air, their breath visible in the moonlight. The barn loomed ominously against the starry sky, a dark silhouette harboring secrets. Inside, they were met by a horror too terrible to comprehend. An unseen figure lay in wait, ready to unleash a nightmare upon the unsuspecting family. One by one, they fell victim to the assailant, a brutal attack that extinguished their lives as if snuffed out like candles in the wind. The screams that echoed in the barn that night were silenced forever. In the aftermath, the farmhouse stood eerily quiet, shrouded in mystery and fear. Days passed without any sign of the Grubers, and when neighbors noticed their absence, worry morphed into panic. They approached the farm, calling out for the family, but silence greeted them. What they discovered next would haunt the town for generations. When the neighbors entered the farmhouse, they were met with a scene that would forever alter their lives. The barn was a grisly tableau. The bodies of the Gruber family lay cold and lifeless, stacked together in a grotesque arrangement, their faces frozen in terror. The sight was so horrifying that many could hardly bear to look. But what came next was even more chilling. As investigators combed through the farmhouse, desperate for answers, they uncovered something haunting. Someone had been living in the home after the murders. The fire in the hearth was still warm, and food had been taken from the kitchen. It was as if the killer had made themselves at home in the very place where such a horrific act had taken place, mocking the lives that had been extinguished. Clues were scarce, and the investigation turned into a nightmarish puzzle. Authorities interviewed neighbors, sifting through every scrap of information in search of motive or suspects. Theories began to swirl. Was it a revenge killing, a jealous lover, or something even more sinister lurking in the shadows? Some whispered of a supernatural presence, claiming the land itself was cursed. The townsfolk grew restless, and fear took root in their hearts. Parents warned their children to stay close and avoid the woods surrounding the farm. The legend of the Hinterkaifeck murders spread like wildfire, weaving itself into local folklore, a tale of caution, a story designed to frighten, yet one that also captivated the imaginations of those who heard it. As time passed, the mystery of the Hinterkaifeck murders began to fade into history, but it was not forgotten. The farmhouse was eventually demolished, but the land remained, haunted by the spirits of the Gruber family. Locals claimed that the site was cursed, that the air was thick with sorrow and despair. They spoke of shadows flitting between the trees, of ghostly whispers carried by the wind, soft cries of a family lost to tragedy. Brave souls who ventured near the old site reported strange occurrences. Some claimed to have felt an eerie presence watching them, while others heard whispers in the wind that sent chills down their spines. Stories began to circulate. Paranormal investigators and thrill-seekers flocked to the area, hoping to catch a glimpse of the dark energy that lingered there. Despite the years that have passed, the true horror of the Hinterkaifeck murders lingers, unsolved and enigmatic, a chilling reminder that some horrors are never laid to rest. What truly happened that fateful night? Will the truth ever be uncovered? Or is it better to let the shadows keep their secrets? And there you have it, the haunting tale of the Hinterkaifeck murders, a story woven with terror and mystery that has echoed through the ages. As we close this chapter, remember that the shadows often hide more than we dare to imagine, and the echoes of the past can resonate louder than the living. If you found yourself captivated by this chilling account, don't wander off just yet. Join us as we continue to explore the darkest corners of history, uncovering tales that chill the bone and send shivers down your spine. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a whisper from the unknown. Share your thoughts and experiences with us in the comments below. What haunted tales linger in your mind? Thank you for venturing into the darkness with us tonight. Until next time, keep your lights on and your doors locked, for you never know what may be lurking just beyond your sight. Stay curious, and remember, the next story is just waiting to be uncovered.